Hello, my name is Nancy Fox, and I want to give my 20 years of psychic medium and human trafficking crime tips that I have channeled. In 2005 summer, I started channeling on an angel board every night, and I started doing this because I was told in an angel board reading in February '05, Nancy Fox, you're put on earth to do goodwill and save the human race. So I started channeling every night on my angel board I bought from the Angel Board Alliance Network online that landed in our driveway by UPS July '05. And I started channeling away God and Jesus Christ, other spirit guides, my relatives who passed on from this life. And every night I sat in a medium trance channeling for about 2 hours a night. And I did this when I was 10, 11 years old on a spirit board I got for my birthday. And so I'm a real medium channeler. And I spelled out words and street names and everything on my angel board, and then became a channel writer, writing for spirits. And I've done that work 16 years to end human trafficking. So I want to give as many tips as I can for people to follow them to end human trafficking. And in 2005 summer, when I started channeling on my angel board every night that I bought from the Angel Board Alliance Network online, I say for a reason, is I posted on there also about my angel board experience I was having in July 2005. And my angel board spelled out a lot of big angel board jobs are coming, a lot of money's coming. And later it spelled out the Brinks truck is coming many times. And then in '05, the mailbox was smashed on the ground, vandalized, smashed on the ground again in '06. Then it was stalked in '08 by a car parked right in front of it, and also by white cars parked on the street like Volvos or BMWs, with women standing outside of them staring at the mailbox. So it seems, well, according to my channeled tips, they were after my big jobs and Brinks trucks money in human trafficking, is what my readings have explained every day for many years. That they decided to target a psychic medium. And so I couldn't report how they run trafficking. That's the gist of it. So I want to give as many tips as I can, and that it kept spelling out the Brinks truck is coming many times, and it spelled out different street names and things like this, and it spelled out the word voyeurism. And years later, my channel writing explained that is video voyeurism. So that's what I want to give these tips. As my readings say, they target attractive single mothers who filed for a divorce or legal separation. They find the women by searching court records. They target attractive families for human sex trafficking. They also traffic children and so on. So they find divorced single mothers who filed for divorce, who are head of household filing. They find also unwed attractive mothers to target by searching birth records, marriage records, and again, divorce records, legal separation records in many courts. And then they decide who they think is attractive to target. And my readings say that they take them away by a sneaky system, and there are many trafficked victims under backyards. They are under lawns, readings say, of 9 houses around parks, and also estate houses if it's a park with an estate neighborhood. My readings say they built rooms under the lawn where they have trafficked victims who they human sex traffic daily, nightly, in Hollywood Fredericks clothing. And that's a tip I've gotten very often. And the men doing the human sex trafficking pretend they are investigating. And they pretend they are taking care of people in a shelter under their backyard lawn. They have trafficked victims under the front lawn, under their houses, and under the backyard lawn. And that's a tip I've gotten very often. Readings say they have 9 houses or estates around a park where they have trafficked victims under the yards and the houses. And they also have 5 apartment buildings they bought on 5 buildings on a block times 9 blocks in a residential neighborhood where they do human trafficking. And near these neighborhoods where they bought about 45 apartment buildings near each other, they also bought houses in neighborhoods near the apartment neighborhood and the house neighborhoods are near 7-Eleven stores. That is a landmark. And so that is a big tip to find traffickers and to find trafficked victims, to rescue them. Readings say they also built compartments under the apartment building parking lots where they keep trafficked victims in a compartment right under where they park their cars. And they also go through a water heater closet or broom closet or utility closet in the garages of the apartment buildings to go underground. And a lot of the trafficking is run underground. And reading says they have built rooms under drugstores and markets and parks, park and rec buildings, and they have a stairway on the side of the buildings in a pod mall, and they go down the stairway to the human trafficking rooms under the drugstore market parking lots. So a lot of it is run underground so nobody can see the trafficked victims or what they're doing to them. And so my readings say they are doing this in 9 or 10 areas of the San Fernando Valley. They bought 5 apartment buildings on a block times 9 blocks in houses and neighborhoods near the buildings by a 7-Eleven store. That is one of their landmarks. They use a lot of landmarks, and they also find the victims by security camera stalking. They see who's attractive at an ATM machine, a large Westfield shopping mall, or another mall like that in America, and even when they're driving off freeway off-ramps. Reading says they have spy cams all over, and then they see an attractive family getting off the freeway, and then they'll run their license plates, and then they will set the parent up to traffic the attractive family they see getting off a freeway or standing in an ATM or shopping in a large shopping mall. So they scout out for victims to traffic them, and then they frame them and set them up, again, by getting their license plates on their vehicles, and they will get them when they walk to their car from a shopping mall. Then they'll get their address. Then they catnap and dognap their pets in large black pillowcases, extra long pillowcases, king-size black pillowcases. Reading says they have stolen an astronomical amount of cats, and that's a tip. Long black king-size pillowcases. They also make kiddie porn movies, and they buy bungee cords at Big Five. That is another tip. And they will buy different colors for their kiddie porn movies, like white bungee cords, red bungee cords, yellow, or whatever it is. They buy a lot of bungee cords at Big Five. So that is another tip. They also buy flour sacks and butcher knives at butcher markets, because they make snuff movies also. They do regular human trafficking, kiddie porn movies, snuff movies, sex torture, female genital mutilation movies. My readings say they book a lot of hotels in advance, and they lie the hotel rooms where they make reservations that they say they booked. They say they lie they are for a save life mission they're doing when they are doing human trafficking and gang rape, torturing, and molesting in many motel rooms in America. And readings say they are doing this in the San Fernando Valley, as said, 45 apartment buildings near each other on 9 blocks, and at houses and neighborhoods near the apartment building neighborhoods, and 9 areas of the San Fernando Valley, and in surrounding valleys like Pasadena, Santa Clarita, Conejo Valley, Ventura County, and all around LA, Ventura County. Reading says they run this around the county line and estates they bought with guards at a guard gate, where they have a booth in the garage they call a build-a-room box that they buy online and put together. It's plastic or metal, probably, with a shelf in it, where they stand and lie in their cell phone and record lies about the targeted attractive parents. And that's my readings say they bought estates, Ventura County, North Ranch, where they have these build-a-rooms in the garages they lie in and frame parents. And readings say they're called like a artist studio, build your dream, or could be used for a photographers, for a dark room, that kind, like a craft. And reading says they order those online, and they could be on a golf course road with many oak trees, in a guard-gated neighborhood with guards at the gate, near a high school in Ventura County, readings say, where they frame parents standing in this booth in the estate garages they bought with stolen funds. They book many hotels: Hyatt Hotel Westlake Boulevard, Howard Johnson's Hotel, Studio City, readings say, and they book motels on Sepulveda, Sherman Oaks, all the way from Ventura Boulevard to Sherman Way. They have many hotel and motel rooms they book on Sepulveda Boulevard in the San Fernando Valley and on Ventura Boulevard. Hotels, motels, and lodges. And they also do this in other states in America. And they say in the South, they book cheap neon motels, lodges, and cabins. They make reservations even over a feed store. Any kind of rental where you could make a reservation. And they do this in 9 to 10 states in the United States of America, as they do a lot in the number 9 and fives. And they have 199 in a traffic ring, 9 areas of the San Fernando Valley, with 5 buildings on 9 streets, 5s and 9s. And they are doing this probably in 5 valleys or 5 main areas, probably at 9 main Westfield shopping malls. And they do medical kidnaps to human traffic victims. They frame and set up that they find shopping and Target, and reading says they'll just throw them right in a medical van in the shopping mall parking lot and take them to hotels and motels to human traffic all the family members of every age. And they are doing this in 9 to 10 states: California, Nevada, Reno, Carson City, Wickenburg, Phoenix, Arizona, Provo, Utah, Park City, Utah. Ski resorts in California also. And Chattanooga, Tennessee, Asheville, Hayesville, North Carolina, 10 small towns in North Carolina to Chattanooga, Tennessee, around the border, and they travel back and forth from Chattanooga to North Carolina to 10 places where they book cheap neon motels, cabins, and lodges. Cincinnati, Ohio, New York State, and it could be an upper state, New York. And reading says it has been New York City, and that they got my tips. So that's what my readings say. It's not done as much in New York City, or at all maybe. And South Dakota is another state that comes up as a name, a state. So it is, those are the 9 to 10 states where human trafficking is being run. And the other tips I'm trying to think of right now. Well, anyway, I started doing these tips, like I said, in 2005 on my angel board. I was told I was put on earth to do goodwill, save the human race. I had no idea what that meant.